OK OK，啊，
等会儿吧，这多少人了？
你不要等多少人，咱说几点开始就得几点开始。
哦
啊。
，OK。Hello everyone, Namaste. This is Patrick, and welcome to join our live show today. Before I start it, I'd like to send my love and wishes to all my Indian friends, colleagues, and customers all over India. I know right now you are going through the lockdown 4.0, and it's truly a very tough time for everyone. The economy is in sluggish, people are losing their jobs, even their lives. And trust us, we have been through that period. But I think right now is the time to require everyone to stick together, caring for each other, and listening to the advice of your government. Only in this way, the lockdown are meaningful and worthy. And only in this way, we can get back to our normal life as soon as possible. Okay, let's clean up the mood and start our incredible journey today. First, today we have two platforms, Facebook and YouTube. Please interact actively with our team, with me. If you have any inquiries, any questions, feel free to leave a message, post comments in both platforms. Our sales representative will contact you immediately. Okay, first, right now I'm standing in front of our R&D and production base, which covers area of 41,000 square meters, which is the world's largest manufacturing unit in laser industry. And we can see a full view of the ground. And in our left side, we can have a view of the main warehouse. It stores the machine covers, casting iron beds, and other key components of the laser machines. Only this big size of warehouse can support the dispatch plan of Bodor. In last year only, we have dispatched over 3,000 fiber laser cutting machines to all over the world. So just imagine how busy we are and how popular we are in the market. Okay, just follow me. Just behind me, there are 4 parking spots with some charging piles for the Tesla Model X. Speaking of Tesla, Bodor and Tesla has something in common. For example, both Bodor and Tesla are the leading companies in the industries, and both companies are the fastest growing company in the machine tools and the auto industries. And both are dare to dream and determined to bring the revolution to the original industries. Okay, right now actually today the weather is around 35 degrees and the surface temperature I think is over 40. So at some moment I just don't know whether I'm in China or I'm in India because it's too hot. Okay, let's get inside and I will explain you some details of our company. Just follow me. Okay, here's the lobby of the office building. And you can see from the guideboard, like we have 5 floors, from first floor to 5th floor. There are different departments like the administration department, HR department, financial and IT department, and some conference room in the 2nd floor. Most importantly, our R&D center located in this building. And Bodor's emphasis on R&D is the main difference than other suppliers, who can only do the buy, assemble, and sell. Bodor is different because we invest a lot in R&D. In last year only, we have established one laser research institute in Shanghai, and we have hired one chief laser scientist from the Chinese Academy of Science. Next, we're going to show you the R&D results and the innovations of Bodor laser. Come with me. Here is one of our offices, and you can see the inside all follows 5S management. It's very neat and clean. Okay, here we go. This is a demo center of Bodor laser. And in this room, we're going to show you all the samples, like sheet metal, tube metals of the fiber laser cutting machine. So this first stall, we have 3 different samples. You can come closer and see the quality of the samples. Stainless steel, carbon steel, brass, all cutted by the high power laser machine, started from 12 kilowatt, 15 kilowatt. It's around 20 mm, 30 mm, 12 mm. You can see the finishing of the product. So just imagine using this kind of product in the automobile industry, elevator industry. So right now it's a trend in laser industry, like in our domestic market. Customers are preferring this high power laser over 10 kilowatt. And in last year only, Bodor has launched 30 kilowatt, which is the world's #1 who can do this. So next I'm going to show you this outcome. This 30 kilowatt laser machine. This big guy here. Just imagine how thick this material is. This SS material is over 130 mm, and which was cut by the 30 kilowatt fiber laser cutting machine. Bodor is the only one in the world have this technology, and it was launched last year, August. And that machine is laid down in our demo room. I will show you later. And there's another thing I'd like to. This sample, we can look very closely. You can see the sharp corner and the zigzag inside, and the small holes, which diameter is even smaller than the thickness. And you can see the finishing. And we move it very slowly. You can see the finishing of the sharp corners. There's no need for any second time polishing and the process. Just one time cutting. And from the back side, there's no burrs or anything. Smooth like an art piece. Okay, next we're going to show you some tube cutting samples. We all know that laser can cut square tubes, round tubes. These are the samples of the square tubes, which you can see it can match perfectly and seamless. All these samples are cutted by the tube cutting machine of Bodor laser and mounted together. So like some customers in the furniture industry, fit equipment industry, you can have this tube cutting laser machine. Okay, there are some more tube cutting samples, and you can see this angle and channel steel, which we can also cut in our machine, and very thick square tubes. I think among all these samples, you can find the suitable one in your own industry. Even like this 50 mm aluminum, 30 mm carbon steels. No matter how thick the material is, the laser can cut it like butter. Okay, next is some R&D results and innovations on Bodor, and I will explain you one by one. Follow me, please. Okay, in this room, first you can have a full view of the rooms, which contains a lot of R&D results from laser head, laser bed, and cross beam, and some other key components. So I will explain you one by one what's the difference and what's the unique point of each. First, this is our own designed operating software from Bodor Pro 1.0 to Bodor Pro 2.0. It's completely our own design, and the screen is touch screen, and it's very user-friendly interface. All the buttons we have made it in the screen, and you can see the 3 dash meters, which shows us the speed, power, and the height of the laser head. And there are many formats of files it supports, like a DWG and PLT. So many format of files it can support. And this software only equipped with a nesting function, which you can nest your full sheet and start the cutting. One more thing is after the whole work, the system can generate a cutting report, which show you the running cost and total cutting length and the cost of this total process. So it's easy for the job worker customers. You can quote your customer accordingly. This one is a nice design of the remoter. We call it Mango. I think right now is mango season in India. I really miss Indian mangoes. And this remoter, we have ignored the old one, the original one, which is big and ugly. We have to operate in 2 hands. But look at this one. It's very tiny and neat. You just use 1 hand. You can control the movement of the laser head and control the whole process of the cutting. Next is one comparison between 2 laser heads. On the right one, this one is the original one. It's around, I think, 2 years back. At that time, we were using this manual focused laser head. You can see this, every time we have to change the focal length manually by moving these gears. The focal length will move accordingly. So every time when you change a different materials, different thickness, you have to change it. You have to test and make sure the cutting quality is the best. But right now, all our products are equipped with our own designed autofocus laser head. It is 100% automatic focal, which means you have to save all the parameters in your computer, and with only simple click, you can unload these parameters, and it can change the focal length automatically. So there are 3 advantages I've summarized. The first one is time saving. So you don't need to change every time manually. Second, energy saving. You don't need to test each time after the parameter setting. You just to save it, and whenever you are going to cut the same material, you just use it from the computer. And the third one is better accuracy. So this is that will be done automatically. The laser head will come here to change and cleaning here and start cutting immediately, which can %. And I think in the world, only 3 manufacturers have our own technology patents. The rest 2 is among which makes Bodor machine bed parts laying here. Some customer enough. I'm going to give you a full description. You can come closer and hit the laser head. Sound. And this one, you hear the sound. Hollow, it's hollow inside. But that one is solid. our casting. This is very clear machine bed in performance. When we are doing the cutting process, we have which is around 200, which is easily can deform the weight and height. These two elements. And one more thing is, you can see in spot 3, 4 different tubes. The hollow tubes by these points welding together, which means under the heavy material and extreme heat, it can easily get deformed. Not to mention about the rigidity and long time use. But you can see this casting bed, and we can see from the back television, it was made by mold pouring. It's a one-piece casting, which means there's no need to worry about any kind of deformation. You can use this machine, you can use this bed for over 10 to 20 years without any deformation. The reason why I explain this way because when you invest such big money in this project, for example, in India, you're investing, for example, 50 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 1 crore. This much investment, you're going to use it in a long term, not maybe 1 or 2 years. So in long-term use, the machine bed can bring you much benefit than welding bed. It will never get deformed. So after 10 years, still you can have the full function of the laser machine. So this is the main advantage of Bodor laser, which no one has in China. Only 2 other Japanese companies have, which one is Amara, one is Mazak. Okay, here comes the next. You can see from the side view, this is a triangle pyramid casting aluminum crossbeam. I want to explain this innovation because in the laser industry, Bodor laser is always one step ahead than other suppliers. Why would I say that? Because 2 years back, when Bodor first launched the casting aluminum crossbeam, other suppliers, they're using the casting iron crossbeam, which is heavy and stupid. But now, everyone in laser industry knows that the crossbeam has to be aluminum. But now we have bring the new guy here. We have innovated the structure of the crossbeam and increased the speed by 50%. So this is Bodor's pattern. We always one step ahead than any other suppliers in the laser industry. Next, I'm going to show you some trophies and awards winning by Bodor laser. Here are some domestic and international trophies of Bodor laser. And here are some design awards. Like this Red Dot Award from Germany is we get it at 2018. This Red Dot Award is in industry design. And inside we can see some very significant cutting samples. I'd like to call it artworks instead of industrial manufacturing piece. Because you can see it's like a Chinese ancient palace by cutting by brass. It's very neat, very nice. This is horse wheels. All these samples, we have the design. After you bought the machine, we can share the design with you, and you can cut any samples you want and send it to your customers, your friend, and even put it in your own office. It's very unique, one and only. Here are some small art pieces. There are 12 animals in Chinese years. And here are some zigzags, some gears you can cut in the automobile industries. Okay, after this introduction, if you have any questions regarding our R&D results, our innovations, some technology questions, feel free to drop a message, drop an email, leave a message. Our people will answer your questions immediately. And next, I'm going to show you the footprint and milestone of Bodor laser. From this global map, we can see that we have some major points. First, I'd like to introduce Bodor laser has exported over 150 countries. We have over 15 major sales and service points globally. In India only, we have registered our subsidiary corporation in Bangalore, and we have established our demo center in Pune. Apart from that, we have our service center in Delhi, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai, and Coimbatore. So all these places, we have our sales team and our service team. And apart from India, we have another 4 subsidiary corporations globally. In the United States, in South Korea, in Russia, and Germany. All these places, we have invested a lot. This, I think, can give the market a confidence that Bodor laser is not come, sell, and go. We're determined to invest. We're determined to do the long-term business in India. So you can feel free to trust us and do business with us. We have invested a strong sales and service team and a local team to cooperate with you. Okay, here's all for this part. Next, we're going to show you some demo machines. In this demo room, we have over 10 machines from 3 kilowatt to 30 kilowatt, from sheet cutting to pipe cutting and to coil cutting. First, on my right side, this is the one I just mentioned in that sample room, 30 kilowatt S4020. The machine size is 4 meter by 2 meter, has a full protective cover, and it was equipped with 30 kilowatt fiber laser cutting machine, fiber laser from Max Photonics. It's the world's first and only 30 kilowatt fiber laser. We can see this big guy here, 30 kilowatt. In last year, August, we were holding that launching ceremony of this machine in this exhibition hall only. It was a boom to the laser industry. Everyone was shocked. They said they can't even imagine like laser can do 30 kilowatt. But guess what? In this year only, in our domestic market, we have sold over 100 laser machines, which over 10 kilowatt. So I'd like to explain you that this is the trend of the laser industry. Every customer is going to buy this high power laser machine. So whoever comes first can grab the market shares. Okay, next I'm going to give you some real trial on this 12 kilowatt machine to cut some thick materials. This is the same size machine, 4 meter by 2 meter, and it was 12 kilowatt, which can cut and 25 mm SS. Today we are going to show you some samples like 20 ms cutting. Now first is 8 mm stainless steel cutting. You can see just, I think it's less than 1 second. This square is off. You can see the finishing. No need any second time polishing, second time process. Just use this as product. This is fine enough. Okay, next. Okay, next we are going to show you the 20 mm MS cutting. Okay, this is 20 mm MS, and you can see the lightning piercing. I think less than 1 second, the piercing is done. Normally in some other machines and other old technologies, the piercing may take around 10 seconds. It takes 3 steps, one by one, to finish the piercing. But now look at this. Only 1 second piercing is done. And the finishing is not any influence. No burrs, no serrations. It's just like a knife through butter. It's done. So that's the reason. This is only 12 kilowatt. That's the reason we are trying to recommend our customers, like from 3 kilowatt to go to 6 kilowatt, and from 6 kilowatt go to 12 kilowatt. So this is the reason. The speed, the cost is much lesser, and the finishing is better. So the rate of the investment is much better.
还有什么要展示的切割的？
直接一完事儿了，然后就是切尔它
这个能切点稍微复杂的，就是
啊，可以，可以。
Now I have asked our technician to give you some more trial cutting. Let him set the parameters. During this time, we can have a look of this machine. This is the same 4x2 machine and the S series, which is our top series. And the exchange table is hydraulic lifting. Hydraulic lifting table, and you can see this 12 kilowatt source, Max Photonics, and all the system, all the gears, racks, rack and pinions, is all made from Germany. and the control system is back off. It's jointly invented by Bodor and back off together. So it's more matchable with our machine, with our system. And this, all this glass is radiation proof. It can keep your operator safe during the installation, during the operation. Strong radiation proof. 也可以，可以，就随便切点什么就行，多切一会儿。You can see the sharp corner in 20 mm MS. You can see the finish and the sharp. Very neat and clean. And you can look inside to see the crossbeam. Just like explained in the demo room, this triangle pyramid crossbeam is used in this S model, which can guarantee the acceleration of the machine. Because equipped with back-off motors and drives, the maximum acceleration can be 4G. So with this triangle crossbeam, we can enable this fastest moving speed. And the laser head we're using, 把那个看一下那个雷的激光图。The laser head we're using in our S series is the Persitech laser head. Persitech Pro Cutter, which is specifically designed for this high power laser. And you can see the 4 signal light in the laser head. It can show the condition of the laser head during cutting, and if it has some emergency or alarms, it can show very clearly. And this head can link with our mobile app to see the temperature and the inner situation of the laser head. And speaking of which, right now we have our own online system, Bodor Cloud. I think most of our old customers in Maharashtra, we have registered your machine in Bodor Cloud. So in the future, if your machine has some small issues like a parameter setting issue or some software issue, through the Bodor Cloud, we can help you to do the troubleshooting online and immediately. So this is a future trend. So you can see that Bodor is always never stop doing the innovation. Okay, after this machine, let's show you some tube cutting machines. You can see along the aisle, both sides are all the demo machines of Bodor laser. These two S series and this is a P series, which is the same size, 4x2. P series is our standard machine, which equipped with Yasakawa motors and drives and some linear and guide rails from Taiwan. So it's the basic and standard machine. You can also equip with 6 kilowatt, 12 kilowatt. we have installed one 6 kilowatt P series in Maharashtra, Nagpur, and one 12 kilowatt in Chennai. This machine is specially designed for tubes and pipe cutting. We can cut square tubes, round tubes, angles, channel steels. All this can be done in this machine. And this machine, we can see from this side, it was equipped with this automatic loading, unloading device. It's fully automatic. It was used for the mass production. And you can save your manpower to save the labor cost. This machine, we have around 5 machines in India, and 4 of them installed in Maharashtra with this automatic loading unloading device. One is in Mumbai, one is in Pune, another one in Kolhapur. Now we're going to show you the trial of this cutting. You can see in the square tubes, you can design any patterns, any drawings you like. Most of our customers are in the fitness equipment manufacturing, agriculture equipment manufacturing, and furniture equipment. 那个上下六，上下六可以演示吗？
不通吗？
好。
这个我们主要要不您是给他用材料？
可以，行。
三角这10个的还看吗？
可以，可以。这是 P 是吧
P4.20。
Okay, now we are going to show you the P series machine with 3 kilowatt laser source cutting 10 ms. Because this is major machines now in India. Some of our job work customers, they are using a 3 kilowatt machine, and most of the demands from market is 10 ms. So now we're going to show you how fast it can be done and how good it can be done. 这10个的 ，OK。
那个，先让他看一下图。哦，谢谢。
Okay, it was done so quick, and you can see the finishing. It can have the mass production, no any problem. 3 kilowatt 10 mm. Just now one customer leave a message, asked what's a suitable machine for 20 mm cutting. Actually, for this 20 ms, 3 kilowatt is enough. But if you are going to cut it constantly, for example, you are going to have the job for around 1,000 sheet. At this workload, we recommend you 6 kilowatt, which can cut maximum 25 mm. So in this 6 kilowatt power, you can cut 20 mm faster and easier, and maybe have a better finishing than this. 还有什么可以切的材料吗？没条是吧？就做了这个。OK， 那个 F 以前那个飞切也可以的。Okay, after this P model, we're going to show you the basic machine, and which we also sell the most numbers in India. F machine. We're going to show you some functions, and we're going to show you one flying cutting. That way.首先是那个避障是吧？我先讲一下。Okay, now our technician is going to show you the latest technology of our R&D results. Is the obstacle avoidance picture. You can see during cutting, there might be some obstacles. Maybe when you cut some thin materials, after the cutting, the item might be flipped like this much higher. So there's a risk that your laser head can crash, can hit the material. So this new function can reduce these risks, and to make sure your cutting performance is good and smooth. So I will ask the technician to show this again. So you can see it can detect the obstacle automatically, and it can move up the laser head and avoid the obstacles. Because why we invented this function, because according to the data come back from our customers, because we have sold thousands of machines, and we have collected some data from percent of the issues happened during cutting is related with laser head. And during cutting, there might be some risks. You can hit the laser head, which can cause a very serious problem. That's why we think it's necessary to have this function to reduce the risk during cutting. And now we're going to show you the flying cutting of this thin metal sheet. Okay. So you can see this finishing can easily replace the punching machine. For example, you can use this in the control cabinet cutting, and for some air conditioner cutting. For some thin materials, this can save 80% of the processing time, and save the material and save the gas, everything. And behind us, this is another innovation of the Bodor laser. We have this coil cutting machine. This machine is combined by 3 parts. The first part is a decoil device, which will decoil the coils. And then the second part is a straightener to make the metal sheet straighten. And then this part is a cutting area. After these 2 processes, it can cut here, and the material unload is in the end. So this machine can have from the beginning to the end, a full process to finish your coil cutting. In India, there are many plants have this big quantity of coils. You can consider this machine also.
Okay, after this.
Okay, after this demonstration of different machines, I think most of you have understanding from 1 kilowatt to 3 kilowatt, 12 kilowatt, and 30 kilowatt. So you can choose the suitable machine and which is the best for your industry, for your demands. And trust me, you will never regret once you choose a higher power. Because maybe 1 or 2 years back, some customer, they buy a 500 watt machine, 1 kilowatt machine. Now they come back to us and they said, I should listen to you, I should buy a 3 kilowatt. So now is the trend for the high power, over 10 kilowatt, 12 kilowatt, and even 20 kilowatt. And right now, we are having a big promotion for this high power laser from 10 kilowatt to 15 kilowatt. So if you are interested, just contact our sales representatives. Okay. Just now some customers said maybe one obstacle is not enough. So we have told our technician to show you more complicated situation during cutting. Like right now there are 2 obstacles. So it can move easily and avoid the crash. You know, apart from the laser source. Apart from laser source, laser head is, I think, is the second core part of the laser machine. If you, for example, sadly your laser head hit the material or hit somewhere, it got broken. It may cost you maybe 2-3 lakhs at least, and you have to wait for some time to get the repair. So this kind of innovation can help you to easily operate the machine and no worries for the service. Okay, I think that's all for the introduction of the demo room. Next, let's see the full view of the factory. Okay, let's our colleagues to give you a full view of the factory, which I just explained is the world's biggest sole factory for laser machine manufacturing. Okay, this factory I just explained covers the area of 41,000 square meters, and in every spot you can have a closer look. Like this one is D14. Every spot we have a number to specify, and we have around 220 working support for the machine manufacturing. That enables us to manufacture machines over 300 units per month. And just at the very beginning, I just mentioned, last year only, we dispatched 3,000 unit fiber laser cutting machines. We are the #1 in China of export and manufacturing. And we have planned to expand twice of this factory in next year, because the laser market is still booming, and we have to catch up the growing speed of the laser market. Okay, basically this is all the content of today's live show. Just now some customer asked some questions like what's the capacity of 3 kilowatt. Actually 3 kilowatt can cut 20 mm MS and 12 mm SS. This is the most popular laser source in India right now. But more, I think in the coming future, it will come with 6 kilowatt and 12 kilowatt. Okay, before we finish today's live show, I'd like to have a small chat with you because right now maybe some customer may worry that some market situation, like the market is down, there's no demands, there's no work. I'd like to give you some confidence because in China, we have been through this stage 2 months back. Because we have experienced the same lockdown in the months of February and March. But now, after 2 months, all the economy is coming back. The recovery is so fast, and now we are so busy to deliver machines to our domestic customers. I think the same situation will happen in India in the same time circle, because you have been in lockdown for around 2 months. And in the month of June, the Indian government will announce that the lockdown is over, and I think by that time the demand will boom. So the recovery of market is not step by step; it's from 0 to 100. So those customers who can get ready before market recovery, like for example, we have dispatched around 10 machines to Maharashtra only in the past 2 months. So they can get ready before the lockdown is over. So when the demands came, when the orders came, those customers can grab the market share fastly. So here I recommend you, it's time now to grab the opportunities. Because things can't be any worse. We already here, we already at the bottom. So whenever we go, it's going up. So you have to seize the opportunity in the crisis and to develop more in the coming future. Only in this way we can get back what we lost in the past 2 months. Okay, everyone, I just share some ideas of myself. Hope it can help you. And if you have any more questions and more ideas, welcome to discuss with me. You can drop an email, send a message, and post comments. And I want to thank you to spend your gracious 1 hour with me, with Bodor Laser, to see our factory and demo room. And please, if you have time, please remember to share this link to your friends and your customers, to let them see that what partner you are cooperating with, Bodor Laser. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for your time.